What up, what up, what up? It's Shit Talking Tuesday, and we're your hosts, Mariah and Ty. Ty, what's up, my guy? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to be back.
I'm doing all right. Good to have you back. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight?
Hanging in.
Right.
Been holding all this Debo and Andre Campbell aggression in all weekend, so I'm ready. Get it out.
Let loose.
Chat. Yes. Happy Shit Talking Tuesday. I hope you guys have been great. I hope everybody's had a great weekend, have had a great start to your week. Yeah. I had a great vacation. We got back like late last night, early this morning. So
Right.
I did my best to get everything ready and be back at work, like a good employee. So here I am.
She's
I had
a
to
trooper.
call in one day yesterday, so I had to
Uh-huh.
make it up today. Throwback, what's good?
Looks
Appreciate
good.
you as always. Dawn, what's up, sis? Hope you're doing well. Hope the girls are well. Bebop-a-roni. What's up, Bebop-a-roni? Good to see you. Good to see you. So, obviously, things are not looking great. I think we have like a 1% chance still. And every time I see that, it reminds me. And I tried to find this picture, but I hate like when I see a meme or a picture, and then when I try to actually use it for myself, I can never find the right one.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of that like picture of the guy walking with his backpack, and it's all hanging on by one little thread, and it's like,
Oh yeah. That
like,
one thread.
like,
yeah.
Shit. It's just like, let it go already. Like, why? Like, we have to win out. Like, 5 other fucking teams have to lose out. It's just like, oh
Yeah.
my God, give it the frick up already. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're still hanging on to the hopes that we're gonna sneak into the playoffs,
That's wishful thinking.
Some disappointment.
Yeah. That's some wishful thinking, but whew.
Miss Debbie, good to see you. Good
Hey,
to
Miss
see you. Hope you're doing well. Jason, what's up?
What's going on,
What's
Jason?
up? But yeah, I mean, this game against the Rams, I feel like kind of just summed up like the way this season has gone. Like, you can't score fucking points to save your life. We're all hyped. We get Dre Greenlaw back, so
Yep.
like our defense is starting, like we're getting our guys back, right? Like Huff back last week, and we started to see the defense. Okay, this is kind of looking a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like we're pumped. Like, you get Dre back, and it's kind of like, at one point I'm like, well, why are we even bringing him back? Like, what if he gets hurt? But at the same time, like, I'm pumped. I just want to see him on the field again, like back with the guys, right? Like that moment he shared in the tunnel, like him and Fred before he ran out, like pre-game, like that. Like, I needed that. Like, we all needed that, right? But then like the defense is stopping everything. The offense can't do shit. Brock can't play in the fucking rain to save his life. People get the fucking ball after complaining that he wants more balls. No pause. Throw all the balls at him. I don't give a shit. He ain't catching shit. He's ass. Get him out of here. Then you have fucking Devondre Campbell. Like, what did he think?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you signed up for this knowing the job you were filling in for was Dre Greenlaw.
Yep.
You played like ass all season. And you thought when Dre came back that you weren't going to get benched?
Bro.
Hello?
Bro.
If you were fucking playing at a Pro Bowl level, okay, maybe then there's some, okay, what do we do here? But hello? This is the heart and soul, the fucking heartbeat of our defense. And you think that he's going to come back and we're going to say, oh, Campbell, we'll have Dre start behind you. No problem.
Yeah.
And then you're going to refuse to go into the game? What?
Stupid.
Oh my God. And so I just feel like that's like a summary of our entire season, how it's gone. Like we get hyped and then all of a sudden it's just smashed down to fucking nothing. And it's just like, it's been like a ride, like the craziest roller coaster ride that, and it started from before the season even started. Like the whole CMC injury out of nowhere. I feel like it started there and then it just trickled down. Like the Ricky, shooting, like that was a huge fucking thing. Like our number one draft pick, first round draft pick, right? Like gets shot like crazy. And then like you're losing babies, like so much crazy shit. And it's like you try to stay faithful and you want this so bad for our guys because like what this team's capable of. And that's what hurts the most is knowing that we have the guys to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And yet everything that could go wrong fucking went wrong. And here we are.
Yeah. Like we're not a bad team. We don't have a bunch of scrubs. We're not struggling for players, right? Like a lot of other teams are. Like they got ass at receivers, ass at tight end, defense is crap, That's not us. We got a bunch of ballers up and down the roster, right? But we lost some guys. Some guys were injured. Some guys came to the fucking camp late, etc., etc. Then when the season started, we lost some guys and a whole bunch of shit happened. And it's like, dang, can we ever just get right? Can we ever be whole? That's what we all wanted. Can we ever be whole? And like Thursday night was like the first time the defense was whole. It's like Dre was out there, Huff was out there, Bosa was out there, Fred. It was like, okay, this is what the defense supposed to be looking like. It was a whole different world. But then you got an asshole I don't even want to say his name, 59. 59 just want to mess up the vibe, right? Like, not only did we lose, this dude want to just, the audacity. That's all I got to say about that. The audacity. Like, dude, you came here as a 1-year rental. That was it. You didn't sign a 2-year, 3-year long-term contract. It was 1 year. And I'm pretty sure they made it clear when this dude's back, he's the guy. You are just filling in for him. What do you think was going to happen? It's just terrible. It's just terrible. But yeah, season's up and down, inconsistent. As soon as we think everything is right, some shit happens. It's just the way it's gone. Like in the Buffalo game, we saw CMC running wild, getting crazy. What up, Collie? He's like, okay, that's the CMC we expected to see. Oh, he balling. Out with a knee injury. It's like, what the F? It's oh man, it's been the craziest season. Just on the field, off the field, player issues, everything. Like, when's the last time we heard one of our GMs have to go down to the field and kick somebody off the field? Who had that on their bingo card? Shit is wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I could have just been a fly on the wall, man. Like,
I would have loved to see that.
Because it's the crazy part about it is that you have all these, every ex-football player with their podcasts and all these talking heads and ESPN, right? All these people that have all played football in the NFL were shocked. Like they couldn't fucking believe it. Like none of them, like, what? Like, I've never seen this before. Like, I've never had this happen to me before. Like, what? Like, teams have gone through some crazy, been shit. Like, 0 and 16 fucking teams. And you don't have players quitting on their fucking teammates like this. Like, what are we fucking doing?
Yeah.
Like, this ain't the Browns. This is what?
I know.
I just couldn't believe it. It was... Like when I saw that come across the screen, I was just like, wow. Yeah. Like I've been begging and praying for this motherfucker to get off my team, but I didn't think it was going to happen like this.
Exactly. And that's what kind of makes it funny and ironic. Like a lot of us, and we've talked about it, right? Like we're like, this dude's ass. Just leave D Winters out there. Yeah. Right? Just have D Winters play. You know what? Let Jalen Graham get some snaps. Let's let these young guys get some reps. I mean, it can't be much worse because he ain't doing much. Right? So for us, it's like, well, shit, we ain't want you anyway. Like, I'm just mad it took this long. Like, dude, get up out of here. Like, oh my gosh. Love in the background. Yep, we lit. We Christmas lit.
Alberto.
What's up?
What's good? Collie, what's up? Collie says Campbell couldn't shine Dre's cleats. It's like, yeah, like what the what like, did dude, you think?
You can't even carry his laundry. Like, and you
and like literal dog shit.
And the funny thing is, like, from 59 to Dre Greenlaw, you saw the difference immediately.
Yes.
I mean, within the first drive, you immediately saw the difference. And it was like, oh, hell yeah. Thank God Dre is back. Yes. We ain't got to see this mofo no more. Like, I was excited when the 3 starting linebackers was Fred, Dre, and D Winters.
Yes.
I was like, I'm happy.
Yep.
Good. Keep that slow mofo off the field. I don't care. So, and like I said, that first drive was lights out. Second drive, lights out. I mean, drive after drive after drive. It was bang, bang, bang. 3 and out, get off the field. You can tell the difference. So he was probably burnt on the sideline like, oh, these motherfuckers is lights out.
Yeah. Like, oh, I've been the problem.
Why wasn't they like that when I was on the field? Because you was on the field, motherfucker. It was you. It was you not stopping the run. How we bring him here to be the big linebacker, the stack linebacker, the run stopping linebacker, and he ain't even stopping the run. That's your one job.
Ridiculous. Collie says Campbell would have got dealt with in the locker room if he would have still been there after the game. Even Kittle, he was like, shit, I wish I would have known that on the field.
Man, listen. And Kittle's like Mr. Positivity, right? He's always trying to find a positive light in any situation.
And he was ready to beat his ass.
Yeah, we could get blown out 75-0. And he's like, well, we battled till the end and blah, blah, blah. He's always Mr. Positive. To hear him be like, yeah, man, I wish I would have known that because that's not what we're a part of. Like, I was like, yeah, players were tight. They were hot. John Lynch was the only dude that was red out there. Like, dudes was mad for real.
What do you think about this, about Nick Bosa now coming out? Well, first of all, after the press conference, after the game, of course, every player that spoke was asked about it. Fred Warner said he didn't want to speak about it. He would take it up in the locker room. And then Nick Bosa came out and said he didn't want to speak on it until he knew further of what was going on.
Yeah.
He said he just found out about it, so he didn't want to speak on something he didn't know about. Then now a couple days ago, obviously a few days after the game, Nick Bosa comes out and says that prior to the game, before the game, in the locker room, that he heard Campbell bitching and complaining, whatever, that, acting like unusual, like he felt something was up, but he said he didn't want to say something because he didn't want to start no problems or whatever. So he let it go, and we know what happened. What do you think about, somebody that's supposed to be a captain, a leader on this team, not speaking or going to Kyle, or what should Bosa have done in that situation, do you think?
He could have did something, but you know what? To me, it's more on the position coaches and everything that are working with him. Like, I'm sure Johnny Holland and fucking Wright, the dude that used to be Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got linebacker coaches in there, right? I'm pretty sure he was bitching to one of them or a few of them, whatever, because they probably told him, hey, Dre's starting, and the third linebacker is going to be D Winters. You're the backup. Dude probably got in his feelings. Like, what? All of a sudden I'm the backup? Yeah, you were always the backup. We were just waiting for homeboy to come back. You were always the backup. So that's that. So for me, it's more in the position coaches to be like, hey, this dude's bugging out. Let me go tell Nick Sorensen, yo, Nick, right? He's the defensive coordinator. That's part of the defense. This dude's he here bugging. He tripping. He don't think he should be coming off the bench. Whatever the situation is, it should be handled that way. And maybe Nick goes to Kyle or those assistants go to Kyle and let him know, hey, just let you know it might be a potential problem, etc. That's the way it goes. I think players should handle players like individually. Like Nick could have stepped to him and be like, hey, bro, what's the deal? What's going on? You good? But, you know, Nick's all quiet. I don't even think that's his MO, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Plus, it's with the linebackers, so he's probably like, all right, the linebackers will handle that. I'm over here with the the linemen. So you never know.
Yeah. I don't know. Miss Debbie says, I think Bosa was damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Yeah. And this thing, if Nick heard it, probably someone else probably heard it. Right? Nick is
that's
probably
what, I was thinking, like, Nick's the only person in the entire locker room.
Thank you.
That heard it. Like, who was Campbell talking to? Just himself?
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went into the closet and was yelling to the wall, I don't believe this shit, blah, blah, right? I don't think that happened. But could have been acting like a bitch, but it could have been. But he's the only one that heard it after all those players and coaches and assistants and everything that's around there. Right? So other people heard it. They just ain't saying nothing. But hey.
Kali says Bosa's a team captain. He should have told Sorensen or Johnny Holland or simply confront Campbell.
Yeah. But I'm saying one of them dudes
his ass.
You could have did that. But one of them dudes probably heard it too. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm sure it wasn't just they were somehow alone in some corner of the locker room where Nick Bosa was the only person to hear that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Hashtag smile. Get into the giveaway. Hashtag smile. Let me see. Jim, what's up, Jim? Came here to be a pain in the ass. I know. I'll let you have it this year because you swept us. So what can I really say? We're ass. I agree. We're ass. So I'll let you have it this season. But next season, Jim, you better have your ass back here, buddy.
Right. That's right. Bring that same energy.
Next season, when you have no quarterback, because that old ass, broken up Buster retires, you better be back here.
I just noticed Stafford got gray in his beard and stuff. Like, dude, you getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
You getting up there.
He's going to be ready to retire soon. He's barely hanging on by one leg. And
yep.
Let me ask you about this. So let me find the exact, because this was a good one. I don't want to mess it up. Because I've been waiting for something like this to happen. And I'm sure this person has been waiting for something like this to happen as well. So after the game, obviously we know with Jimmy G being on the Rams, he comes back to San Francisco.
Yep.
Before the game, he's out there talking to all the players, yada yada. Well, we always knew, right, that Kyle and Jimmy didn't have a great relationship. Like, you could tell Kyle never talked great about Jimmy. Like, we were so, like, me for one, I'll speak for myself, was so I didn't know Kyle even had it in him to talk good about a quarterback until we got Brock, and he like did this like 180 switch, and all of a sudden started talking great. Like I thought that was just Kyle's thing. Like I just treat my quarterbacks like shit, and that's how I'd roll, you know. So, and Jimmy, like you could tell he never really cared for Kyle either, but he's just always like, you could tell he was brought up right. He's very polite. He's not going to speak out of turn. He's, you know, manners, all that, right? So I always was wondering, like, what would Jimmy, if Jimmy could just say, like now, you know, after he's off the team and all this, if he could just say anything that he wanted to Kyle, like what would he say? Like, would he be like, you fucking piece of shit, you ran my career into the dirt? Or would he thank him? Or would he, like, you know, like how would that be? Well, after the game, obviously the Rams beat the 49ers. The first thing, now I'm on vacation when this happens, I opened Twitter to see, you know, what the hell's going on. I swear, the first tweet I see was somebody that shared, I didn't even know Jimmy fucking his brother's name, nothing even about his brothers. I forgot he even had brothers. Share, like, I guess it was an Instagram post or some social media post. His brother shared like a picture of Kyle or whatever and put offensive genius and all this question marks, like, I was like, wow, like really? Like how long have you been waiting to take that shot?
Think about it. It's been two years now.
Like he couldn't even wait 5 minutes till that game ended.
Nope. And the funny thing is his brother didn't even play.
Exactly.
Like, dude.
Your brother beat us, motherfucker.
Your brother riding the bench. And you talking shit. Like, yo, but yeah, he was sitting on that for a while. Oh my gosh. You talk about another guy out of nowhere acting like a biatch. Like
I couldn't believe it. I'm like,
where'd you even come from? You know what I mean?
That motherfucker didn't even stick one toe on the field.
You know what I mean? He went to the Raiders to try to beat a guy, and they benched him. Like what, 6-7 games into the season? It was like, you got to go.
They benched him for a quarterback that couldn't even beat out fucking that
old,
know what I mean? Goofy motherfucker this season.
Oh my gosh. You got benched for an unknown dude.
Oh man. I was like, man, those Garoppolos, I swear, they've been hanging on to this hate. They couldn't wait to say something to Kyle. Hashtag smile, get in there. First giveaway we're gonna do Bosa.
Woohoo!
A little shiny one.
Nice.
Then we're gonna do CMC. The elite CMC. Right. Okay. And then when I bought it, the seller sent this card with it. So whoever wins it's getting this one as well.
Oh, wow. Get to double up.
Double up. And then we got the offensive genius himself. And you get this one as well on the back. Doubling up. Two first.
Right, look at that.
All right. For the second giveaway, we got the Rooks, Ricky, and Cowing.
Oh, nice.
And then we got a Brandon Ayuk rookie card as well.
Very cool.
I like this one. It's like a portrait.
Yeah. You see the frame and everything. That's cool.
Yeah. So, hashtag smile. Last call. Get in there. Man, my legs are so... What's up, Rob? Are so sore from vacation. Like, I'm just used to sitting on my ass all the time, guys. Right here. Then I got to go to Disneyland and be walking around fucking much.
Walking around, yep.
Like, God. Like, I felt like at one point, probably 2 days after Disneyland, So like the day after Disneyland, we had went to the beach and did some shopping, you know, like went to the mall, all that stuff. So still more walking around. There was at one point I told my wife, like, I literally feel like the muscle is coming off my shin bone right now. Like, like it's like a chicken leg well done. That's just falling off the bone right now.
Might have to put you on IR. Oh my gosh.
I live on IR. That's why I'm not supposed to leave the house. All right. Hashtag smile. Let me pull this
Get
up.
in there,
Let's
y'all.
draw these giveaways. And then we're going to talk about our guys getting some money. Who's going to get paid?
Must be money.
Seems to be the topic of discussion this week.
Yeah.
So why not
in
join
everybody's pockets now. Yep.
Yep. Right, Bebop. Shit. Like just shoot it right into the shin. All right. Here we go. It was good, man. Just like, I don't know what it is. Something about, I don't know if the people that actually live by the ocean, you know, feel this way. But for us, you know, especially me that lives in the fucking desert and don't get to see no damn water. Like just something about, you know, obviously it was cold, right? So like we just touched the water or whatever, not like we're in there swimming, but just even being like just at the beach, breathing in the ocean air, like hearing the waves, you know, like being able to look out there and just seeing like nothing, you know, like just the ocean go on forever. It seems like, you know, like something about that just like is so reset, like just resets, like so refreshing, you know, like my soul. Oh my God, I needed that so bad.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
No freaking idea how much I needed that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Whenever like we go away and we get to go by a beach, near a beach, even in something like you just said where it's cold, you're not getting in the water, but just to be near it, hear the ocean, smell the air, it just replenishes you in some way. It's just refreshing. So I love just, hey, there's a beach nearby. There's a coast. Can we go there? And we just go hang out. It's like a must.
Yes. It was. I needed it. All right. So I'm gonna draw Bosa, then the double CMC, and then the Kyle and Brock doubler. So good luck. Let's go. It's only 6 of you, so let's see if 3 of you can win.
Oh snap! See if anybody doubles up.
Roof. And there is so many dogs. Oh my gosh, so many dogs. Like made me so sad that my dogs were left at home. Bebop Baroni.
Congrats, Bebop.
Like people be taking their dogs everywhere there. But my dogs, you know, they're brats. They don't know how to behave, so they can't go.
We take our dog everywhere we can, especially if we're driving. Oh, she's right in the back with us. I actually have a bed in the back of the Jeep that she just lays on and rides.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. My Kuma boy, that's how he was. He went everywhere with me prior to me, you know, meeting Z or whatever. And then once we got together, he went everywhere with us before we got the other 2. But then once we got the other 2, like they can behave. Like if I take my Bishy out by herself, she's a perfect angel. But if I take her and Charlie together, it's like they have to show off like little kids and they don't freaking behave. Like they're mean to people, dogs, to kids, to plants. It don't matter. They're mean to everybody. All right. Bebop got Bosa. CMC. Good luck. So I want to be able to take them, but you know.
Yeah.
I would have to take one at a time.
Yep. They act like badasses. They can't go.
Rob D.
Congrats.
Yep.
Got that double CMC.
Congrats, Rob. Double it up, CMC. I'm working on sending out giveaways this week. So some of you guys have a bunch of stuff coming.
Yeah, these guys with
People
like
been
Rob and
winning a
Bebop
bunch
that have
of
been winning. Yeah.
like Dawn, she probably has a whole fucking shoebox of shit.
I know,
coming.
right? you get in the box.
Time for Christmas. All right, for Kyle and Brock, good luck. So hopefully we'll see. I don't. Shipping's always so crazy, and then especially around the holidays. So hopefully it makes it there not too long. But I am working on it this week, you guys. Alberto,
congrats,
sir. All right. I'll get the other ones set up here shortly. So let's talk. Let's start with Dre, since we just got him back. Now, they said he was on a pitch count, but we know he went out in the third quarter. He said that he went to tackle Blake Corum and he felt something in his knee.
Yeah.
After the hit that didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, you're not going to take the chance, right? It's first game back.
Yeah.
I was even surprised up until that point that we had seen him
that much,
right? Every play. Like I thought he would be taking more breaks off, up until that point. So, I was worried at first because, I'm on the road traveling at that time. So I'm trying to catch the game, bits and pieces, and then I see him go out. I didn't see the hit. I just see him on the sidelines, he's having trouble breathing. And it's just what the fuck's going on? I see the defense coming back in, he's not coming back in. I'm like, oh shit. Don't tell me our worst fear right now just came true, that he came back too early or whatever happened and he just got hurt again. Please don't let this happen. Hopefully he says he's sore, but he should be able to play this week.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of people are talking about, obviously, with the 49ers only having 1% chance, yada, yada. When, if, how do you start shutting guys down? You don't want to start risking guys that are 49ers into the future that we need back for an entire season next season, right? It would be terrible if we lose one of our main guys in these last couple of weeks that mean absolutely fuck shit. You're playing for nothing. This 1%, nothing. So, it's a very fine line here now, and especially with Dre, because you want to see how he looks. However, that first half, I would have never known that he was coming back from injury.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like Dre Greenlight, I've been out for a fucking year. What? Mm-hmm. It looked like he played last week, that looked like Dre. I could not tell one single fucking difference. And maybe it also has to do with us watching shit play his position for the last 14 weeks, whatever the hell. So anything looks better, but you know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah.
So now Dre could play out these last couple weeks and show other teams that, hey, I'm good. I came back from this injury. I'm fine. And he can go get top fucking dollar from one of these other teams. Top fucking dollar. He doesn't have to stay here and be Fred Warner's sidekick. Just like Aziz didn't need to stay here and be Fred and Dre's sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
Dre can go be the guy. He can go be a top 5 paid linebacker in this league. And teams will be willing, because not only does he bring it on the field with his play, but he brings it in the locker room. He brings that juice. He brings what we just talked about, the heartbeat of the freaking defense. And not even just the defense. Like you heard Kittle saying, I told my tight end room to just bring me 1/5 of what Dre Greenlaw brings on every single play.
Yep.
There's shitty teams out there with a shit ton of money
Yep.
that are willing to dump it to get these guys on their team. Now, the 49ers, we started with Dre, but we're coming up and have to still talk about Brock. So keep that in mind. When you're paying a quarterback top quarterback money, you can't afford to pay everybody.
Yep.
So you start losing other pieces on the team. Now, does Dre want to stay in the Bay and be Fred's sidekick and love us as much as he says he does and takes a pay cut and is able to work something out? I will pray every single night because we've seen what this defense and this team looks like without him. As much as I love Fred, he's one of my top 2 favorite players on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been playing hurt as well.
Yeah.
But you see what Fred looks like even without Dre playing next to him. You see what the back end looks like without Dre playing in front of them.
Yep.
You see what the D-line looks like without Dre playing behind them. It matters. It makes a difference. Like you say, like I hear so many times, oh, one player is not. No, this one player, when it's a one player like this, it makes a fucking difference. And we felt that all season long. We felt it in the Super Bowl as soon as he went out.
Yeah.
I would put money. I would bet a lot of money if I had it that if Dre Greenlaw never got hurt in that Super Bowl, we would have fucking won. That
they wouldn't move the ball as much. That's for sure. Yeah.
Completely switched when Dre went out. And we couldn't stop shit. So, what now do we do with Dre Greenlaw? Do you think the 49ers are going to be able to magically make this all happen?
They've been finding ways to make it happen so far. So, I got to trust that they can. And they've been clearing up millions and millions of cap dollars for a reason. Because they know they got priorities coming. And I got to believe Dre Greenlaw is at the top of that priority list. All right? Like you mentioned, we see who he is and everything. And, you know, I don't even view it as like he's Fred's sidekick. To me, they're a tandem. They're Fred and Dre. Yeah. Just like we had Willis and Bowman.
Right.
They're a unit. They go together. So, and we know how important Dre is. Like, it's not a thing where it's like, oh, if only we had a second linebacker. No, we got one. We got 2 number ones. And like kind of what I was saying at the beginning of the show, we don't have a bad roster. We got good players all around. Like most teams want to have 1 good linebacker. We got 2.
Yep.
It's that kind of situation. So he's got to be at the top. It's just a matter of how much money. Because like you said, I'm sure we'll give him a good contract, fair, but there's some team out there with $80 million worth of cap space who's going to be like, hey, we'll pay you like the top defender in the league.
Yeah.
What do you want, 30 million, something? We just dumb with money, and we'll just throw it at you. You know, the Clevelands and the Jacksonvilles of the world who got those shitty rosters, but somehow wind up having tons of money because they got shitty rosters, and they're like,
look at what the Broncos did with McGlinchey.
That's what I'm saying. Like, exactly. That's perfect example. Perfect example. It's like we're just going through a ton of money.
They threw the fucking whole money truck at that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Dre's a completely unrestricted free agent. He'll be able to sign and do whatever he wants to do. He's clear to do that. And that's his thing. So it's just a matter of, hey, does he want to stay home in the place that drafted him with a team he loves and keep trying to chase this thing and build it? Or does he want to go elsewhere? It comes down to that. But I think we've seen how we treat the players that we draft and build and grow with. We reward them. Like Dre was already given an extension a few years ago, right? Yeah. We rewarded him. Same scenario here. I'm sure they'll want to do the same. It's just a matter of what he wants to do.
Yeah. I really hope, like, I just don't want us to have another season. Like, we have so many big name contracts, you know, coming up right now. And we don't need another season that's hampered because we had contract extensions running through the entire fucking off season into training camp, causing all this freaking turmoil. Like, players aren't there. They're not ready for the freaking season when they're supposed to be. Like, we've seen this year after year after year after year. Like, I'm tired of this fucking game. Like, I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, oh my God. Like, with his contract, and not because I think Dre is going to be a problem or nothing about that. It's just because I know that other teams are going to value him, you know, and it's just like, it could end, like the season can end and he can sign somewhere else just like that. Like, he don't have to even give us a fucking chance to offer anything. Like, you know, so like a team could call up his agent, say, here's a fucking money bag, sign up and bye. Like,
yeah. And it's like you said, he just came off of major injury. His first game back, you would have never thought he was injured.
Yeah.
He was playing like one of the best linebackers in football, which he is.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, he's just coming off an injury. He's going to be a little slow to start. Nope. Because he's that dude. So, you know, other teams, we were the only team on Thursday night. So, you know, other teams are looking at that, other GMs, and they're like, man, I need to go after Dre Greenlaw.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can put some money together for Dre Greenlaw. That's the business of football.
Yeah. You know, even Fred was asked, like, are you surprised by Dre coming back and like having that kind of first half, you know, like after not playing football for this long? He's like, I wish I could say that I was surprised, but no, like, that's who Dre is. Like, that's what you come to expect from him, you know? And like, that's why, like, you can't let guys like that leave your locker room. Like, we gotta find a way. Got to find a freaking way.
I'm sure they will be working on it. And, you know, hopefully both sides come together quickly and amicably, get it done. So there's no doubt. When training camp starts, he's there. We just need that.
Pay Dre to get into the giveaway. Hashtag PAYDRE. Pay Dre. Get in there. All right. Let's talk about Talanoa Hufanga. I think once he got hurt this season again, and there was a lot of talk about, prior even going into the season already, there was a lot of talk about, now we got Mustafa, we got Jair Brown. That kind of made Hufanga get pushed out the door, right? He got hurt. He's the odd man out, yada, yada. Well, then a whole bunch of other shit going wrong. But along with it, you have the two young guys, Mustafa and Brown. They're trying to hold down the safety spot together. And the communication shit, it was just bad. Like, bad idea, you know, and obviously that wasn't the idea. Like, that would have never been to just throw the two young guys in there together. But with Huff's injuries and all that, like, it's not looked great. Huff comes back, and we've always heard Hufanga's communication back there is top notch. Like, the number one fucking quality is communication. You can tell. Like, he gets back on the field and you can tell. Like, you guys know, and I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about a guy in his sophomore season that's not playing great, given all the other circumstances around him, and try to call Jair Brown a bust. Like, it's not going to fucking happen.
No.
I've seen him get so much fucking hate this season.
Yep.
And it's just disgusting. So I can't wait, and I really hope that he comes back next season and just kicks ass, because that's, you know, like, we don't give it these players any chance to fucking grow, to learn, to fucking anything these days. Like, you got to come into the league, be a fucking Pro Bowler, or you're a bust.
Exactly.
It's like,
that's exactly what
crazy.
it is.
But with all that being said, like, Hufanga, he plays like with this passion, with this love, with this like excitement. Like, he reminds me of like a George Kittle, like, but on the defensive side. Just like, you can tell he loves playing football. Like, you know, he loves his guys. Like, got a handshake for everyone. He's the first one out there to congratulate him. Be, you know, like, he was missed, you know. So for as much as the faithful wanted to be like, oh, he's the odd man out, fuck him, he's gone, he gets hurt too much, yada yada. Well, the tune's starting to change now. So he's another one up, needs to get paid. Now, I'm not as worried about Hufanga, because the same, he can go right, sign easily with somebody else.
Yeah,
that could always happen. I'm not saying that can't happen, but the fact that he does have the injury concerns, and it's been like back to back to back all the way back into college, I think is going to make him cheaper. I also think that he wants to be here.
Yes.
Now, players can say, oh, I want to be here all they want. But by the way a player acts, the way he talks, the way, like, he loves being in California. Like, he's a California kid. Like, he wants to be, like, he, you know. So don't let him go play for the fucking Rams, okay? Don't let him go play for the Chargers, okay? I could see him playing for the Chargers, and I don't want to see that.
No.
So I do think that his price tag, and, you know, the fact that hopefully he does want to be here and all that, makes it a little easier to get him signed, because regardless of what Mustafa and Jair Brown turn into be next season, you need three guys at some point. Like, you need depth. You need, you know, like, so
exactly.
It doesn't hurt. Like, I don't know how much, like, the safety, like, pay is crazy. Like, I already don't think like they get as much as like other, you know, like, they like are one of the cheaper positions. Like, I don't know if that's like a way to even say it, cheaper. Like, that sounds like pretty rude, but
yeah.
They're not making as much money as the D-line, as the linebackers, you know, even as quarterbacks. So I do think, and I hope that they're able to work something out. Your thoughts on Huff? Hashtag pay Dre. Get into the damn giveaway.
Get in there. Yeah.
TL, what up?
What up, TL?
Look at that grandbaby, boy.
there aren't many like elite safeties out there. Like, the days of Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu and those guys, they're long gone, friends. You don't see that. So the position group doesn't get that high salary like, you know, other position groups. So they are more affordable because he is coming off an injury and stuff, and he will be more affordable. But the biggest thing is, like you said, I think he wants to be here. He is so ingrained here, California, everything with the team, you know, giving out the victory beads for the player of the game all the time. You know, that's his thing. Greeting everybody, first guy on the field, everything.
Yep.
Like, he's 49ers culture through and through. So I would believe he's at one of the top of those. When I said players at the top of the priority list, he's one of them.
Yeah.
just for everything he brings to the table. And I think they'll work something out. I really think he'll be like he'll be that player that'll sign quick.
Yeah.
We'll see like during the free agency period. Like most of our guys wait until fucking OTAs and training camp start to sign, right? He'll be one of those guys that sign during the free agency period. And we'll all be like, oh shit, it's freaking April and Huff signed already.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I
right?
hope so.
Yeah. So he'll be one of those guys. So he's needed. He got the benefit of playing behind veterans when he first came and then started alongside a veteran. So he has that communication and he's seen what leadership looks like.
Yeah.
You got to remember Jair Brown, Malik Mustafa, they didn't have that benefit. Well, Brown did. Let me correct myself. Brown did, but he only had it for 7 games last year.
Yeah.
Right? A mere 7 games. And he was playing alongside Gibson, who we know is a longtime veteran, the guy that helped Huff. You saw how dynamic those two were together for like basically a season and a half, more than that. So you see the difference. Now that he's out there alone and he's like, hey, we need you to be that veteran guy, even though it's only your 8th, 9th, 10th game.
Right.
It's a little different for him. It was a little too much. So we got to let the rookies have some grace to take some lumps and learn and come back better. That's what we got to hope for.
Yeah.
Because it is so many times that we've cast these rookies aside. And next thing you know, they go somewhere else and they're balling out.
Yep.
And they're like, why didn't you do that for us? Well, you didn't give them a fucking opportunity to grow.
That part.
That's why.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But Huff, yeah. I think he'll sign early and we'll be celebrating.
I hope so. Hashtag Pedre. We're about to draw right now. And then let's talk about Brock, and then we're going to get out of here.
All right.
So hashtag Pedre. What's up, McNiner?
What's going on, buddy?
Red Jet, what's good? What's good?
What's going on, Phil? Getting that giveaway, y'all.
Get in there.
Hashtag.
What's up, Willpower? Appreciate y'all coming through. All right. So I'm going to draw the Brandon Ayuk rookie card first. And then we got Jacob Cowing.
JC, that's my guy.
And then Slick Rick. All right. So far, we got Bebop, Rob D, and Alberto winning. The boys are winning it all.
They them boys.
Come on, ladies.
That's
Better
right.
step those coochies up.
Step it up. Oh, snap.
Ambry Thomas is out of here.
The writing's been on the wall for him forever.
It's funny because I was thinking the other day about him. I was like, where the fuck? Like, I had forgot that he got hurt and was on IR. I was like, what happened to Ambry? Like, did we cut him? Did he sign somewhere else? Like, he's just wandering out there. And then it, like, the 49ers like, we released him. I'm like, oh, there he goes.
Because he was out of sight, out of mind. It's like, dude, we wasn't thinking about you anyway. So
exactly. we got Lenore. Thanks.
Exactly. We got Lenore, Ronaldo Green. We good.
I got some Ronaldo Green giveaways coming up.
Oh, snap.
Coming in. All right, let's draw. Let me get this Ambry out of here. All right. For BA, Rookie card. Good luck. Good luck. There we go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
She said, all right, I'll step it up.
You know, Dawn representing for the ladies.
Congrats,
Always
Dawn.
coming through.
I'll add it to your shoebox. All right, Jacob Cowing, good luck. Now's the time we need to be seeing more Jacob Cowing. Stop throwing the Debo.
McNiner.
McNiner.
You know, I was hoping we'd see
Congrats.
Cowing on the field, and he got out there early for a play and then disappeared. It's like, geez,
Yeah,
man.
it's like they're like the fifth option.
Like,
ridiculous.
dude, just give him some plays. Just leave him out there. What can it hurt?
Yeah. I mean, if he's out there dropping wide open passes like other wide receivers, then you take him off the field. But
Exactly.
you know,
But shit. Let's see if he could hold on to the ball unlike some other people.
disgusting.
Let's see if he could get open against man coverage unlike some other people. Like, come on.
All right, for Ricky, good luck. Yeah, I cannot. Oh my god, Miss Debbie.
There we go. There we go.
The ladies.
Ladies
The
representing.
ladies came through.
Said enough of
Didn't
this.
let me down.
Nope.
Congrats. Let's do this one.
Speaking of Huff, look at that. Way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't, like the last, oh, shit, we only got a couple minutes. Never mind. Brock, stop that thought. Brock Purdy. Do
Little
we?
Brock.
Let me pull up the poll while I do this because a lot's going around.
Oh, yeah. What was the poll
Obviously, we
results?
know how the NFL works, right? Usually the next person in line gets whatever the market freaking value is, especially with quarterbacks. Like we've seen the shittiest quarterbacks get paid fucking money. Dak, Hurts, the fucking bum in New York, like
Yeah.
ridiculous just because they're the next in line, right? So now, but we just talked about and you see it happening with Dallas, you're going to see it happening with these other teams. When you pay quarterbacks high amounts of money, you can't afford to fucking pay everybody. We've been lucky up until this point because we've had Brock on like the cheapest deal that we possibly could have had him on.
Yeah.
And we're able to hand out money, when you have a quarterback making $1 million a freaking season. So now if you're paying your quarterback whatever the next to fall in line, which is 60 million plus a season, and we're continuing to say, well, we need a better O-line. Well, Brock's weapons aren't here this season. So
Uh-oh. Got a little staticky there.
hold on. All right. So end poll. So poll results. 45% of the people say pay him quarterback market 60 million plus. 45% of the people say pay him 40 to 55 million or less. 9% say make him play without his fourth year option. 0% trade him and find a replacement.
Way to go. Way to go. We got a smart audience.
Now, do you pay Brock 60 million plus or whatever, next following in line is? Because here's my thing. All season, we've said, right? The O-line. Brock has no time to throw. We need a better O-line. Well, Brock doesn't have any of his weapons this season. They're all hurt. Debo's ass. Like, Ayuk ain't here. But if you're paying Brock at the top of the quarterback market, and he's not a Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, somebody that can take the team, put it on his back, and carry us off to the fucking Super Bowl and wins and do all this shit when everything around him isn't perfect. Like, still go in there and make everything work.
Yep.
Those are the guys that you're supposed to pay this top money, because you're not able to pay the O-line around him. You're not able to pay these great weapons around him. So if we're bitching right now that things aren't working and Brock's not making all this money yet, what's us to think that when he is making all this money and we have to start making cuts everywhere else around the team, that we're going to be okay? That's my only fear. Now, if you can get him to pay a deal that's, under, that you're able to still, okay, we still have money to pay Dre Greenlaw. We still have money to get O-line, to draft O-line, to then fill in the other pieces with free agents. Like, we have seen what it looks like when things around Brock aren't perfect. We're seeing that right now. So to think that we can go into next season and things not be perfect, and we're expecting what? Brock's then magically going to, oh, okay, I got this. I couldn't do it last season, but I'm going to do it this season. Like, I believe in Brock, but I don't believe in him to the fact that he's Patrick Mahomes, to the fact that he's Josh Allen.
You don't believe in him alone, right?
Exactly.
like Josh Allen lost Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis and this player and that player, and he's still fucking Josh Allen.
Looks better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's still Josh Allen. He's still taking games over, and what he's been doing the last 3 weeks is insane. So that's it. Yeah, like TL said, it could be a low deal, incentive laden. They could try to work some of that out, but the fucking Cowboys, man. Cowboys always mess stuff up. They mess stuff up. They messed things up with Dak's last contract when they overpaid him. They messed things up with this contract when they overpaid him. Like, the quarterback market, if we're talking about the market, like, is really 45 to 55 million if you look at it. And people say, no, the market is 60 million because of Dak. No, he's that one expensive item in the market that people overpay for, but you don't need.
Yeah.
Right? That's that stupid expensive soap that's supposed to clean your face in a magical way, but you could go buy some Dove or oil of Olay, do the same shit. Right? That's right. New York, baby. Say rookie card. 1 a.m. Yes, I do remember that. Hold on. Before I lose my train of thought. So, like, the quarterback market is really 45 to 55 million. So I'm hoping the 49ers will be smart and negotiate it that way and be like, hey, you got to ignore those stupid guys over there in Texas that gave their guy all that money just for him to get hurt and them not make the playoffs, and they ain't never going to the Super Bowl. Like, that's what they do. But we got to work within the parameters of what we got going on. And they give him a fair deal. The one thing we always got to remember is that lately, no matter who they sign, it looks expensive on paper, but it's a team-friendly deal.
Yeah.
They somehow keep the cap numbers low, and there's an opt-out somewhere where they can get out of it if they need to. So the team isn't in cap hell from that one contract. So, but I definitely believe you sign him. We've waited, what was it, 6 or 7 years to find the quarterback finally. A guy we can say, hey, we can see this guy be our quarterback for the future. I don't want to start over again. I don't think it's smart to start over again. Like, oh, yeah, let's just go into the draft and get one of these rookies and see how they do. What?
Especially because there's nobody coming out for us to take. Like, you got the 2 top guys that are going to go to New York and the Raiders, and then what?
And then that's it, right? Exactly. Then we're rolling the dice. Why are we rolling the dice again? And I hear people talking about, oh, let's go get fucking Sam Darnold. Let's go get Kirk Cousins. What? Why
Have
are
you
we trying
seen
to?
Kirk lately? He's been the worst quarterback in football.
He's
The worst.
been ass. He's been ass. Atlanta fans are asking for their rookie right now because he's looking like ass. So, like, why we want to like try to reinvent the wheel and kick the tires on these old guys when we have a guy who just last year was an MVP candidate?
Yeah.
Who every time you turn around, somebody's talking about, oh, Brock Purdy has the highest LMNOP stat rating in the history of football. He's got the highest percentage of this in the history of football. He's got that. He's got this. Well, if he's so good, why are we starting over? Like, people, we're having a bad season. We get it. We understand that. But we don't kick everybody to the curb. Like, are we supposed to also kick Fred Warner to the curb?
Yeah. Start over.
Let's kick Nick Bosa, Greenlaw, Huff, all of them. Just kick them all to the curb. Done. Kittle, we love you. Deuces. We're going to kick all you to the curb. We're going to start over with fucking Brandon Allen, Eric Saubert, and you know what I mean?
And Devondre Campbell.
And Devondre Campbell. That's right. He's going to be the middle linebacker of the future. Like, come on, people. Let's get it together.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like, it's crazy to think, like, to start over when it took us this long to find a guy that's just capable of running Kyle's scheme.
Yeah.
Like, not even to be a world beater, capable of running Kyle's
Right.
fucking system, like,
Right.
to his approval. Like,
Yeah,
oh my
exactly.
God, I never thought we'd find the day.
Nope.
Like, and I talked about it earlier, to find a quarterback that Kyle actually likes. Like, if Kyle's going to be our coach, I don't want to go back to the days of us having a quarterback and a coach that hate each other.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't fun.
Nope. Them
So,
days of fucking
you
Mike
know,
Singletary and Alex Smith arguing on the sideline and stuff, and Mike
whole
Nolan
starting
throwing Alex Smith under the bus. I don't want to see that ever again.
yeah, like, I'm just not for that. But I'm also not for, paying this guy $60 million and plus, and not being able to have a team around him.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
he cannot carry us to wins. We're seeing that.
Yeah, right.
We have to have an O-line. We have to have weapons, right? Like, you have to have a team in order to win. So we have to be able to pay the team around him. And we can't do that. Like, if you're paying all of our money to Brock. So,
Right.
and my worry too is that with stupid Jimmy, like, there was no contract dispute. He wasn't in there arguing like, I want more money, I want this, I want that. The 49ers offered, he said, okay, signed, the end. Like, a very simple fucking process. Nobody even knew was taking place. Like, that's how easy and simple it went. So
he's the highest paid quarterback for like a week or two. Like,
and like, we see how this team does other contract negotiations. Now, when you're talking about the player that's going to be making the most in your team,
yeah. The thing with Brock, you got to admit, I think they've been planning for it. That's why they went to Eric Armstead. Dude, we need you to take a pay cut. You want a pay cut? All right, deuces. Like, Juice, we need you to take a pay cut. All right, cool. The free agents they brought in like this year, they've been 1 and 2 year deals. That's it. We're not giving you big long-term money. Nope. We know we got to pay this quarterback. And they've been restructuring contracts, freeing up cap space to make it happen. So hopefully some of that money is for Brock, but the other parts of it is for a Greenlaw, a Huff. You know what? We need a good center finally. Like,
yes.
Hello, light bulb. we can't live with our center turning around, watching the play, watching the quarterback get hit anymore. Like, dude, block somebody. We need a right tackle who can move his feet so that speedy linemen just aren't blowing by him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need to address it. So if this is our franchise QB, we got to protect him because, you know, people comparing him to say he's not Josh Allen. He's not built like Josh Allen either.
Yeah.
He's not 6'5", 260. He can't take them hits.
No.
Right? He's a smaller dude. When them big dudes jump on him, he feels it. So we got to protect him.
Yeah. Yep. I got to be like top fucking priority this season. Like, we cannot go into another season with just this makeshift fucking O-line that we got from Goodwill. Like, we can't do it. It's ridiculous. And, you know, I don't know, like, we have to start figuring out, okay, what's going on at left tackle? You know, is Trent going to be able to play another full season ever again in his career? Like,
exactly. And
probably not.
His contract was only guaranteed for 2 more seasons. This one and next one. And at that point, he'll be, when they talk about the teams getting old, he's at the top of that list. And he's like, he'll be 36, 37, somewhere around those parts. Like, yeah. And we seen what family tragedy he went through, unfortunately. You know, God bless to him and his family. Like, at some point, for these older players, that starts to hit home where they're like, you know what? I need to be home with my wife and my family and start spending more time with them. So, yeah. So, like, we need to start finding a replacement for him. I said this last season. We got to start finding a replacement for him so we could bring him in and start ramping him up. Get him going.
Yeah.
Like, get a season or 2 just in practice behind Trent Williams, watching how he practices, watch how he watches film, all that good stuff to just learn and be ready if his number is called. So that's definitely a thing.
I mean, and then even next to him, like, what happened to Aaron Banks? Like, we thought we had found something with Aaron Banks. Like, him and Trent together, like, had been great. And then, like, what the fuck? Like, he completely, like, took a fucking nosedive this season. I don't know what the hell. Like, very, very strange. Especially in a contract year. Like, this is the season normally players step the fuck up.
Yeah.
And you laid down. Like,
yeah.
Like, okay, that's very strange.
Like,
you need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, like Lincoln Tomlinson before him in his contract year, he balled out.
Yeah.
He was a stud at left guard. And it was like, oh, ain't no way we affording to keep him.
Exactly. And we were like, okay, well, we got Banks. Like, okay, he's a dude.
Yeah. Like, we'll put Banks in there, try him out. And he worked out. It was like, okay, great. We're good. But now it's like, all right, we gotta
someone robbed that bank. I don't know. Shit.
And the way, but you know what? The way Ben Barch, when he played and filled in for him, he did well.
Yeah.
And also, surprisingly, the other dude, I just drew a blank. Number 74.
Oh,
help me out, chat. Spencer Burford.
Yeah, Burford.
Sorry, Spencer. Yeah, when he filled in for Banks, he played well there too. So it's like, all right, maybe, yeah. Well, Spencer played on the left side in college. So, hello, he went back to his natural side and played better. Imagine that, O-line coach. Put guys where they naturally play. Hello. Talk about needing to protect the quarterback. Don't take guys out of position. But anyway, so
that's one of my things I hate the most.
Yeah, I know. I hate it too. But we probably got 2 guys that could fill in for Banks cheap and leave them out there. So that's the only good thing about that. And hopefully they don't turn into ass.
Yeah, I hope Barch he gets a chance to compete.
Yeah. I was sad when he got injured.
Yeah, me too. Because
I was looking forward to seeing him play a full game again. And
yeah.
It was
because
rough.
Like I had said, I don't know if it was on my show with you or with Steph, but one of my friends, she's a Jags fan, so Barch came from her team, and like
told
she
me
was
that.
upset that they ended up losing him because he had got hurt, but he had been playing great over there. Like they loved him, but he got hurt, and to make room on the roster, they had to move him. He got moved to the practice squad and got working his way back, and then the 49ers, stole him. So in the process. And yeah, like she was like, man, you guys got, like people are going to say like, oh, who the fuck's that? But like if he gets his chance, like he's solid. So like I really hope that he gets, at least a chance to compete in, training camp or whatever.
Yeah, I think he will. I really think he will because he shined. He looked really good. So, and it's like, all right, let's leave him out there. Banks, you can go.
Right. But yeah.
All
right. Any closing thoughts before we get out of here? Because I don't need your wife beating me up. I'm already keeping you past the minute.
She's good. She's working, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm just hoping like the team plays it safe. I know the guys are warriors. Like Fred said a couple of weeks ago, there's no way he's not playing.
Yeah.
Like he's going to finish this thing out. But it's like, if there's really nothing to play for, Fred, take care of your body, man.
Yeah.
Like, sit it on down.
Of all people, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like you've been there from fucking snap number 1 all season long, holding it down. We know who you are. You ain't got to prove nothing to us. Shut it on down.
Yeah.
Like I understand Dre wants to be out there, probably get his legs back, all that good stuff. But if he's on a pitch count, really have him on a pitch count. Because he wasn't on a pitch count Thursday night. I don't care what nobody say. He was out there for every snap. There's no way he was coming off the field. So like, dude, give him a few snaps here and there, get him out the game. And so are everybody else. Let's see. Like fucking Debo, take your ass off the field. Jacob Cowing, get in there.
Yeah.
Let's see what this young kid could do, and let him do some stuff, right? Like let's get these second and third year guys revved up so that we're going into next season and we're not making stupid mistakes like, oh, we got to go sign this veteran to be our linebacker and he don't want to fucking play. Like fucking that could have been D Winters and Jalen Graham developing all season long.
I hope nobody signs that motherfucker again.
Me either. And I don't think anybody will. Like, dude.
Fuck him.
You acted like a bitch. We don't want that in our locker room.
Like, teams should not want that. Hell no.
No. And he was talking all that in the beginning of the season. Oh, 49ers getting the dog.
Yeah.
Green Bay ain't used me right.
That he hadn't been this happy playing football in however long, and
you know what I'm saying?
Finding the joy of it again and all this shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Come out there looking like ass. Get your ass out of here.
But yeah, real quick, talking about shutting him down, Bosa was asked, if he's going to play the rest of the season, and he says, yes, he's planning on it. And he says, if you are healthy, you should play. Mm-hmm. He's like, you never know, you start winning these last couple games, you build momentum and you take it into next season. He's like, so, if you're healthy, you play.
That's very true. So, it does carry over. Teams in their spirit, in their minds, it does carry over. So it is a thing. It's just that, like I said, keep them on a pitch count.
Yeah.
Rotate them. Like we know Bosa doesn't come off the field unless he isn't feeling good. You'll rotate him. As a matter of fact, only use Bosa in pass rush situations. How about that?
Yeah.
He ain't got to be in there getting run on by offensive linemen. Like, just use him on a pitch count. Be smart about it. Let's see what Sam Okinawa and who's the other dude?
Sam, I don't know you and all them.
All of them, yeah. Let's see what Robert Bill Jr. could do with extensive snaps. Like, we got these dudes on the roster. Let them earn some money.
Agree. What's up, Jess?
What up, Jess?
What's up, Corona? But yeah, that's it for us today. We'll be back next Monday. talk WNBA, women's basketball. Next Tuesday, talk 49ers. I'll be back Thursday to talk 49ers with Steph. Two Goat Show, 3 Pacific time. Make sure, if you're not already, that you're subscribed to Ty's channel. The link is in the description box of this video. Please make sure you go subscribe. Go subscribe to East Coast Red and Gold podcast if you're not subscribed as well. You can find him over there too. When are you going to be over there? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Come join us. There
you have it. Faithful, it was good to be back. I appreciate everybody that joined us. Shay, I saw you sneak in here. Appreciate you coming through. Merry Christmas, Corona. Bebop, go get your cheesesteak. Oh my gosh, I miss good cheesesteak so much. Oh God, they suck here. We got one good place here that has good cheesesteaks, and the rest, they just pretend like people. I hate that people can just put like straight from Philly or whatever, like on their fucking window, you know, and people rush in there thinking they're going to get a good cheesesteak, and it's just like
false advertisement.
Yeah. And like people around here, they don't really know. Like they probably do think it's good because they don't know what real cheesesteaks fucking taste like, you know? So it's like but my family's from the East Coast, so like we know. don't be fooling nobody around here. But yeah. Enjoy. Everybody have a great rest of your nights. Safe, wonderful. Bebop, don't you dare say so. There's still a chance. There's a chance I'm going to smack you, okay?
He's the guy with the backpack and the little string.
Backpack in the trash. Garbage. All right, faithful. We love you. We're out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
See ya.